Today, yes, I started a little bit later, indeed. Hello there. Hello there from everywhere. How are you doing today? Good to see you, good to see you. My name is, of course, eluukkanen, and today we're going to be doing a Mardek remastering stream, indeed. And that is the name of the game. And why so? Well, let me tell you. Mardek is this quite interesting of a game on its own. It has this sort of, adventure feel. You can go around this sort of world. RPGs, which are usually my favorite franchises. Yeah, that is what this whole thing is about. Welcome to the thing, indeed. And, today I had a little bit of problems. I had to work a few things out in the morning. And now, as the morning is away and it's 6 p.m., I'm going to be streaming this process right now. Hopefully you're interested to see how this will go. Let me actually test out the comment section to see how this is. And yes, even if I'm starting a little later, I still had some problems putting this whole stream together. So yes, we don't have background music and anything right now. But, rest assured, this is going to be Mardek live stream indeed. And Mardek is going to be the one. We have already done some remasters. There's already kind of a link down below if you want to see what remasters we have already done, which of course I do recommend to check out after the stream, because there's quite a lot of them. But I'm going to be testing now. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. And doing some setups here before we begin, but I can, in that time, I can talk about this wonderful franchise, which is of course Mardek, and why it is important. Mardek is this sort of franchise that kind of took off in early 2010-ish, I suppose, and perhaps a bit earlier on that. But it was this sort of game that was all about being an RPG. Oh, we have a crashing thing over here. Yeah, we are very lucky indeed. We have our program already not responding. Hopefully, we are actually working right now. I don't have any idea. Hopefully so. Yes, that's what it is all, we have some technical issues indeed, but we are not going to stop even. Okay, now we're back. Good. Some technical issues. I don't know why I actually restarted computers and such, but let me actually put the chat section visible on the screen in a moment. Just a moment. Here we go. Let me put a chat that is actually not like this. It's actually in this sort of session on here. Good. Now we have the chat on. That is very excellent. We're going to be going through with the music. I have to tell you, Mardek music remastering is going to be quite easy for me, personally, because we're going to be just basically going from me having MIDIs that are already made by Tobias Cornwall back in the day, and I'm going to be using those in order to make a tune on the Aeropolis 7.5, a composing program I do use quite often when making this sort of stuff. Let me actually put some background music just on a moment here before we begin, because I need to still try to find those MIDIs I had stored for myself. Indeed, MIDIs. The original music soundtrack was made with MIDI style, and if you don't know what MIDI is basically way to. And I'm going to be using those in order to. I can hear my own voice. Well, that's professional. But I tell you, MIDI is this old sort of way to make music. With this sort of already instruments that are basically every computer has them, and that's why you don't need to have that much. Only where each instrument is and that sort of thing. So that's why it's a very small file size, and it was usually used by many different games back in the day. Just because of that, indeed. Just because of that fact, that's why many people used MIDI, and I still have some fancy for the MIDI, because the MIDI instruments are quite lovely. Some of their like harps and such. I personally even sometimes use in my current compositions because they work, because they work essentially, indeed. And some of the background music before we start. But yes, we're going to be starting in a very moment. Today we're going to be working on music of Mardek 2, possibly. Yes, indeed. And why do Mardek 2? Because I think I've already remastered the first Mardek game. Yes. So Mardek 2 it is. Mardek 2 and And you know, some of the, I think the King's Castle is going to be the one today as well others. I'm hoping to that we're able to make actually more than just one, but we shall see how that actually turns out to be. So please hit the like button if you enjoy the stream, if you're interested in the concept, and of course sharing the stream very much helps getting the word spread around indeed. So I do appreciate that, but of course up to you. Now, however, let me still do share this to few Marde communities before we begin, because of course, yes, let me actually put the MIDI on that we need to put on here, of course. And yes, we need to open the MIDIs. I have already I have all the MIDIs from the Mardek game, so I can just open them here, and everything should be alright indeed. So let me open Mardek 2 soundtrack. See, can I find it? Here we go. So if you want to check out this your music yourself, I do recommend to checking out Mardek's their own sort of place where they have their, you know, Fig Hunter website. He still has the music there to be purchased. Today we're going to be probably looking at Castle Gosno first, because we are already done the track called Memory, but we shall see how it's going to go. Indeed, we shall see how it's going to go, because you know, you never know what happened on these live streams. And I've usually not streamed this late on the live stream, but we shall see how will people enjoy. Hopefully we're going to be seeing some new faces, some people from the Marde community themselves. Hey there, Jelly Duck, good to see ya. Hi there. Good to see you. We are just about to begin completely. I'm just opening the MIDI files from the original stiff. So let me actually try to find it. I think it was called Castle Gosnor, the second piece, so we're going to be opening that. Castle... Is it this one? It might be this one or not, you know. I don't remember where... I should actually organize these MIDI files, and I just downloaded them in my download folder, and there they are. But yes, let me see, is this the right castle one? Yes, I suppose we have over here horns. I think this looks like the right one. Can you actually see it? Yo, you cannot actually see it. No, well, I'll actually put it on the screen here. Here we go. Oh no, the wrong screen. Yes, my professionality is today on the high alert. Indeed. How's you doing, a Jelly Duck? How are you doing? Hopefully enjoying your day. Indeed. Now let me open the... Yeah, here we go. This is the right window. Indeed. So this is going to be the track we're going to be actually doing. I'm going to be actually putting here so you can listen it. Now let me put it on an audio in the background. So Castle Gosnor, indeed. Indeed. Castle Gosnor is the track we're going to be checking out today. And hopefully more, because, you know, I don't need to put the MIDIs out there. So it's going to be an easy stream for me, easy time around. So this is the tune that we're going to be checking out today. This is the old MIDI track. Of course, some people who know Marde can already recognize that what this very much is. Indeed. This sort of heroic tune, you go to this castle area, and you're going to enjoy it, you know, of course, first places in the very games, of course. And I want to really capture the heroic feeling of it, of course. Heroic feeling, that's what we are after. Hopefully we're able to actually do many remasters today. We shall see how that goes. Still making another synthwave track. Oh, you're working on some music yourself, Jelly Duck. Very good, very good. You know, it's good to do that. You know, you can relax your day and such. Hopefully you're going to enjoy here the Remake Creation. I'm hoping to make actually pretty many tracks today, but we shall see how that goes, because we never know. This is a live stream after all. Do you have any suggestions of which tracks we should do from the second Mardek game, because I'm going to be going chronologically? Let me know. And of course we're going to do on other ones also afterwards, hopefully. We shall see how that goes. Still sharing this in few Mardek communities. Hopefully we're going to be seeing some Mardek people over here. Yes, indeed. Castle Gosnor, number 17. Indeed. That's the theme we are currently having on the background. Or if you hear it, yes. Indeed so. So now, let me go and share this around in a Mardek place. I think I have a Mardek community in... I could share it too. Or not, I remember wrong, who knows, we shall see. I don't actually know whether in line there are like, are there still Mardek people around the world, but anyhow, I think I will actually, oh, we still find this one place. Anyways, of course, and in Discord, there's still this Discord group. I don't want to share this too. You know, perhaps because there are these few Discords that are actually working on this Mardek project. A Mardek project, you know, kind of fan-made project. Hopefully, they might have some interest for this as well. We shall see. We shall see. And yes, also, you know, perhaps a news to some of you here, but if you're interested in Mardek, they actually are going to release it on Steam as well very soon. So that was the castle theme on here. That was the castle theme indeed. And the castle theme is very much going to be the one that we're going to be working on. Just a moment, let me still try to find where's the goddamn Mardek community when it comes to the music. But yes, here we found it. Good, Mardek 4. So there are some project people actually that are working to make this a reality. This is a game, RPG flash game. Indeed, so my friend Jelly Duck, indeed. That's this whole thing about. And very popular back in the day. Hopefully we're going to be seeing some of the new, you know, especially when the Tobias is going to be releasing this, some enthusiasm and for this. I'm actually going to be playing this when it comes to the online world. We shall see, of course, what sort of effect it will do. Let me actually share this in a Mardek server right here. Yes, PBSA indeed. PBSA actually is familiar with this game. I think he is, of course, because of you know some people have found eluukkanen because of Mardek stuff, which I'm very happy, of course, about. There was this another comment saying over here something. Hello there, dears. Welcome to the stream. If you are looking to hear some Mardek tunes very soon, you're on the right path to the enlightenment, and as they should say. We have had many streams. People actually have talked many positive things about this game, and we have had some videos about it, indeed, in the earlier times, indeed. Let me still share this in the Discord, please, which is here. Yes. Yeah, finally getting on here. Very good, very good. Yes. In the beginning of the stream, of course, it's kind of a quiet moment. I need to put some stuff on. We can actually listen to castle stuff still one time. And then we're going to be going like a high alert, fast-paced action sort of way. We're going to be doing that, indeed. So let's do it. Let's listen to castle's theme. Oh, it doesn't let me. Oh, it doesn't let me. Anyway, let me listen to some of my remastered music then in the background. If it doesn't let me to do that on that spot. Yes, indeed. But hey, finally managed to, hey, good to see you, Tobias. Hopefully you're having a good day, and PPSA as well. Didn't ask how's your day going, by the way, PPSA. Yeah, but good to see all the familiar folk over here. Marde is going to be the one that is going to connect us today together, but we shall see how it goes. The thing is, of course, I'm going to be submitting this to the Mardek group over here. Mardek game. We still have, yeah, good. Here we go. So yes, Cast the Gosnor, and I think the next pieces after that are Royal Guard, Dungeon 2, Mauryans Battle, and Underwater. Hopefully going to enjoy one of those at least. We shall see how this goes. But now, let me still share this in here. And I think we are then ready to move forward. Indeed. Is anyone here, have you played Marde? Have you experienced it before? Hopefully you have, because, you know, there's some good stuff in there. I did like the original time when Mardek was, you know, as a game. It had this sort of charm to it, you know, this sort of wit and such. And I think, you know, some of the newer RPGs possibly don't have that. You know, it didn't take it too seriously, but of course, when it had to, it did that with style, I tell you. There are Mardek 2 Reddit, one of the Mardek, and I see. I shared one of those. We shall see how we're going to have some people joining from them. We shall see, of course. Up to them. Now, I think all of the preparation is over. Let's get to the meat of the situation, which is, you know, you're going to actually see it's very easy for me to remaster all of this sort of thing, because I already have some stuff on here. But now let me put the volume up here, and let's go. Not much, just waiting on the GTA Online for the event to complete the daily missions, then waiting the next class. You're playing GTA Online. I'm actually excited for the upcoming GTA game. I think they are going to announce something soon, because they made GTA 5 free, I think. I never played Mardek. Oh, you haven't? Well, you're going to see some good music then from a game that you have no experience with, but I still say some good RPG music nonetheless, taking inspiration from Final Fantasies and all those known titles, indeed. what games are you actually familiar with? You know, some games of nostalgic times. Let me know. But now let me put here see how this sounds. The castle theme with kind of upgraded music sound. And yes, we have kind of, it seems, some kind of a computer issues over here because we shall still continue forward with full steam ahead. And let's see how it goes. And we have some kind of a problem, it seems. Anyways, let me put these off, because these are sort of one of the markings that might ruin my program. Yes, indeed. These markings over here, you can see some text. Let me take those off. And yes, this was all composed by Tobias Cornwall back in the day. I never, I tell you, I never really thought that it could be made by one person, but it was. And it's a very impressive fact, I tell you. Very impressive. In many ways, because he animated the story and such. Weird. It should be playing these. These are horns. Indeed. Weird. These should be horns, actually, trumpets and such, but it's only violence. Like, that's the thing. I cannot just directly put these like this. I actually need to work on this a little bit. But I think, like with the Duckefall remaster stream, I think we're going to be actually doing some process over here, which we're going to be happy about. We shall see. Unfortunately, yes, we don't have voice to chat on, at least right now, and that's unfortunately a situation, but we're going to be visiting and of course reading your comments as we go forward. But now I need to change this for, these are not violins, this is a horn. So let me actually go to brass and find the horns, French horn. And it's still a violin. Like, there's something crazy going on here. Okay, but I need to possibly do something extra work to make this work. We shall see. Horn in F. Yeah, there's actually many horns. They function very differently from each other. Some of the horns work with each other. Some of the horns have different sort of key signature and such. And yes, we are currently changing the position of this, because sometimes it really doesn't transfer all of the information in a good manner, unfortunately. Alright, we got some first horns over here. Yeah. Sometimes I had to, for some reason I needed to change that, but now it's changed. So let's put here, delete that one over here. And yes, this is a castle area from the second game, one of the first areas. This castle area, that was quite a lovely one at that, because of course, kind of a mission base for the second game. And of course, you returned back to it oftentimes. Indeed so. But now, the flute is going to be the next one we put on here. Hopefully, it's actually transferring right ways. We shall see. And yes, let me actually put it into the right program. Here we go. And let's listen it how it goes. Of course, a song is only good when it's combined together, put together. Hey, Ollie Repair, dude. Good to see you. Sorrow is from the Capture 2, and it comes first and the Underwater. I suppose. We're going to be looking at, of course, many tunes, when we have the moment of that. Oh. It's horn, it shouldn't be. It should actually be a flute, but we shall see. Can we actually find a flute over here? We shall see. They never take anything granted. Okay, something weird is going on here. Let me try to change another instrument. Let me actually put our hair down here. Let me change it. As you see, I need to actually do some work on the MIDIs before I actually just put it on there. But it should be a quick process, rather, to get these castle themes and such forward. Finally catch one of your streams. I think you haven't been on many of my streams, Ollie Repair, dude. That's the third music to ear. Oh, what do you mean by that? By third music? I have no idea. I don't know all of the the proverbs of the English world, so do excuse me on that. But otherwise, of course, we're going to be enjoying our times here, making some Mardek stuff on. I tell you, he was one of the first composers that actually got me interested on the composing side of things, and for a good reason. He is actually a very he makes coherent music and very enjoyable at that. I don't know, has he had music education on himself, but still, unlike, there are these game developers that actually can do their own composition work, of course, which I do on very much in a high aspect. But now let me put here a note performer. Let me change. Try to find the flute. For some reason it's not registering the flute. This is not flute. This is not flute. Let me actually go to the beginning and see. Yeah, for some reason it gives me, it does not give me the right instrument which I want, which is quite a sad one. Let me actually try to change that fact quite right away. Let me try to put the harmonica and see does it work with that. Okay, we have some kind of weird issues over here. Hey, Zabek, good to see you. Good to see you, Zabek. We have some kind of issues on here. On Chapter 2, the first menu music, the second memory, and the second one, Ghastly Dosner. We're going to be doing Ghastly Dosner, of course, now. But, of course, you know, we don't have a really specific style. If you look at my release schedule on all of the remakes, you know, they have not been super chronological. But I don't... some people have asked me to already make music from the third game. Or I mean like remake of them, and I'm not going to be doing that yet. So we have some kind of issue over here when it comes to flutes. I might actually need to put the program on again, which is very nasty because it takes some time, but you know, we shall see how it goes. Now for some reason, let me see how this works. Yeah, we have some kind of issue on here, which I am not personally very happy about. So we're going to be trying to fixing it. Let me deactivate the program. Let me activate it once again. Can't load the sound set. Oh, that's weird. Okay, so it might be because of my sound set function is for some reason is not working. So let me reopen the program. Oh, repair, dude. I, by the way, saw that you are having a stream as well, kind of a repairing stream. When is that, by the way? I saw that in the Discord. I haven't yet looked at the time. But yeah, very good indeed. Yeah, we have to start this program again. I'm sorry about that, but that's just what we have to do because if the instrument don't work, well, it's kind of, you know, how to really remaster anything if instruments won't work. Yeah, am I right? Am I right? Indeed. So let me put this off. Yes, note in performer. It doesn't work. Blah 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 blah. Let me try to open another way to put this off and on. But hey, PBSA, what's your favorite Marde music? And I'm actually going to give this question to many of you who are watching right now. What is the favorite one from the Mardek or soundtrack? Let me actually save this castle theme right now. And then let us begin again. I will actually go now and press X button on here. And it disappears, the whole thing. Very nasty, but that's what we have to do, unfortunately. So yeah, let me put this off, the whole thing, and wait until we can get it again. Not actually, repair stream is tomorrow. Oh, I see. It's going to be still taking time until we get to that. I was talking about the order of the music in your ear when you start playing. Oh, of course, that's the kind of the best chronological order, I suppose. But also in the when you look at the store of the music for Mardek second soundtrack, the order is a bit different from the listening order, I suppose. You know, it doesn't really matter, I suppose, too much. But what matters is I want to get back to doing this sort of stuff, so I need to actually open the program once again. Let's see how it goes. It's Mario music. If it is Super Mario RPG Forest Maze. Well, we haven't really heard any music in the background yet. Let me actually put some of my own remastered stuff on the background until we wait this whole thing to go. Yeah, for some reason my computers have been doing this sort of crazy stuff. Hopefully you don't mind too much. Some crazy stuff it's doing. So we're currently waiting until the process goes forward on the loading stuff. And I want to tell you that my favorite music is very much that in the background, the overworld theme. It gives this sort of like a lovely adventure feel. It's the panel discussion on the right. Repair is not an actual repair theme. Oh, it's a panel discussion. Oh, with who? Do you have any guests and such? Yeah. Interested to see what that is about, my friend. But yeah, we're opening the whole thing. It's actually loading now. Yeah, Aeropolis is this sort of, you know, thing that crashes oftentimes, unfortunately. It does this sort of stuff. I have to deal with it, you know, that's the nasty thing. I have to actually work with this, you know, actual full-time work with this program. So yeah, I've had some more stable programs made by some freeware people. Yeah, imagine that. Imagine that. But yeah, we have to unfortunately take your time a little bit on here. But I tell you, if you are waiting, I do tell you it's going to be worth it. My favorite is the boss battle, and the next of Bring It, being one of the from the chapter 2 or chapter 3. I mean, yes. Ah, so with viewers, indeed. I suppose. So, a kind of interesting concept. So you have like this sort of like talking about repairing, I suppose. I suppose. Anyways, but I'll tell you, boss battle is lovely. I like the bell work in the boss battle. Oh, the cyber is now coming on. Hopefully, yes. Hopefully, get the instrument work this time. But yeah, I tell you, like boss battle. I don't remember the Bring It one especially. There's been so many some time ago. From the Mardek tree, I suppose. Some time has passed from that. Yes, indeed. But I tell you, Mardek has some good musics, and usually the ones that are made by developers themselves. One of the examples comes to me is the Undertale. Yes, the Toby Fox on that game made his own music as well. So kind of interesting case. They're very similar, Toby Fox and Tobias Cornwall. Of course, the name are very similar as well, kind of. Yeah, kind of. I'm interested to see how it's going to actually have a reception in the Steam, but it depends. It has to be this sort of tidal wave when it comes to. Yes, that's right. Repair Bill America. I want to see what people will on that. Oh, well, that's an interesting Steam at least. We shall see how that goes. I'm going to be trying to get on it. Of course, different time zones they depend, but we shall see. I'm trying to do my best. But yes, there's many good stuff, of course. That's one of them that you mentioned, of course, PBSA. But there has to be a tidal wave of people being like interested on that, otherwise it's going to be missed, unfortunately. But of course, I'm going to be personally trying to, when it comes to the Steam, and trying to get it, depending on, of course, the circumstances. But now let's open the castle one. Let's see, can we actually now put finally the stuff on working condition. So let me put this one as a flute. Just a moment. You cannot see anything, I suppose, right now. But let me try the flute sound. Here we go. Let me try the flute sound right now. Okay, it works. Go good. Okay, let me actually get you on the screen. Wonderful. Alright, here we go. Now we are actually getting stuff done. Good. Sorry about that. That took some time, but life is what it is. Now, let's get into the flute section over here, which of course is a very important part of the whole thing. Of course, all of these instruments do work together when they are having, when they're playing, of course. But now we are having the flute only here. I need to be doing a few markings on here because, of course, otherwise this program doesn't really play them well. I can understand what he has kind of had this idea of what he wanted to do, but we shall see. So we have horn, we have trumpets, horns, and everything working together in harmony, indeed. Only thing I can repair on my computers in case of Bring It is the battle against Mystery Man and the boss on the Dark Temple. If when I battle against him in the first time, it was like you look at it. Oh, I see. Yeah, it's a it has some epic battle music, of course it does. I'm interested to see how people actually are going to, the newcomers. Actually, that sounds very lovely, sort of horn beginning, I tell you. Now the timpani, of course, has to be part of that as well. So also the strings, these need some quality work on there because, of course, they are supposed to be really good strings, but the program doesn't really play them well if I don't put some effort on them. Yes. So I like that sort of horn beginning. You can imagine that in a castle. Hopefully you enjoyed that. Could you hear it actually? Let me know. Now let's listen the whole thing together. we have some of the Sibelius issues once again. Hopefully you don't mind. But I think, you know, this actually sounds pretty nice, to be honest. It actually sounded pretty nice. And, you know, I wish there would be a Mardek remake, you know, with the, you know, this sort of stuff, you know, with this sort of, you know, horn beginning. I think it actually would sound pretty cool. I think it would. And we have the... Why can't you work once when I have actually live viewers watching me? Man, that's very discomforting, I tell you. Why are you doing this to me? Why are you doing this? We have 7 people actually watching. Hello there, people. Anyone here? For Mardek people yourselves, you know, playing Mardek and such. We actually try to get this program now working, but, you know, actually the MIDIs, when you turn into actually some lovely instruments, they actually do sound lovely. Please, goddamn, can you actually function for just a one moment? Let me actually put some volume down. It might be because of that. Let me try to see. Here we go. Hopefully you enjoyed that feel. I like some of the stuff over here. I like them very much. Steel is a warrior that gets killed. Emela Chapter 2, but really doesn't kill if I found out thanks to the Dreamstone. Yes, every Dreamstone the text on the game. Oh. Very of course, if you're interested on Mardek stuff, well, of course you're going to look at the lore. I personally have to admit, I have not looked at every single lore stuff, so I don't know all of the information. Of course, if you are PPSI lore master, I would of course want to hear your opinions of few things. Now, we're going to be putting some of the work on here. I like this sort of medieval violin feel on here. The choir is... I need to actually change that instrument right away because it doesn't really... I don't really like it personally. Let me make it a little bit better. Hopefully you're enjoying the castle theme so far. If you are new around here, please let me know of your existence by actually coming here with your presence. But of course, up to you. But I would very much want to hear some of the Mardek people, you know, new around here on the streams to hear what are their thoughts on the current situation. But now, let me open this and see a better choir instrument to replace the kind of the not so good at here. Yes, indeed. I want to change it. It's not that good. It's not the good one. So let me open the better instrument, currently opening it in the background. I think you cannot see anything, but it should be on the background very soon. It's of course loads, as everything has to be loading. Of course, that's what we have to do. That's what we have to do. That's what we have to do. But I tell you, this sounds already a medieval castle-like. And I have to tell you, Tobias Cornwall, yes. He is, I think, the music talent of him is there. I think he's very good with the music. And otherwise, I wouldn't have not really touched this music otherwise. I do like the music, of course. Now we have the better instrument on here soon. I'm going to be actually listening it how it does sound. But yeah, this choir sound over here. It's like from my nightmares. So let me actually try to change it to a little bit better. Yes, we are opening this program now. Here we go, and let me put here combined human voices. Here we go. I think this should be kind of a better one indeed, and I think it should be on here. All right, let's see how does this sound. For some reason, my volume is a little bit downwards. Let me actually put my volume a little bit upwards, if that's the case. Yes, indeed. I tell you, some of the lore is interesting in the game. You know, my brother actually talked about the aliens and, you know, I mean, in the crystal creatures, you know, what they actually call this sort of like Anunnaki, or was it like, I don't know, you know, these sort of creatures. Actually, it's very interesting to hear, you know, their tales and such. But now, what was I doing? Yes, of course, I need to actually put the volume a little bit upwards for me. For some reason, it's not doing. Yes, I'm actually 1, 2. Here we go. Yes, now it should be a much okay volume. Here we go. Let's take a look. Actually, listen, I suppose. So pretty nice. I have to do a few works on there. Oh, the main castle theme, Nico Bros. I think I've not seen you in the streams before. Well, oh, there. Yeah, oh, the main castle theme, indeed. You are right, that's the one. Also hype for the reboot, indeed. What we need to do, man, is then when he does the reboot, we all need to do, like, content on it and really share it around, because I think, that game should have, those games should have been already been shared in Steam like long ago. I tell you, those are so good games, and we need to really, we need to really get it on. I mean, reimagined. You know, reimagined. Is he going to release some kind of reimagined version or the original version? I wish he could actually release the original version at least first before putting any kind of reimagined versions there. Now, there's some issues on this in the early on, not because of the original song, but I think, you know, I need to be putting this in a good format. But of course, you know, we shall see how it goes. Let me listen. I think this part is no problems. That's a bit too harsh. You know, after this, like, but like it actually plays it how it should be. Like, you know, if you have a horn jumping from this and this, they actually have to be very like sort of fashion. And I need to change it. It cannot be like that like sort of fashion. So we have to actually change it. I'm going to be making it a little bit quieter for a second. Here we go. I'm going to be actually putting it like a piano pianissimo. Then I'm going to be putting it with mezzo forte back in this position. We shall see does that actually sound, because it is too kind of like a on this sort of background. It is. It's still a bit loud. It's still a bit loud. I think I'm going to actually need to put this one also piano pianissimo as well. It doesn't work, so for some reason it doesn't really do it. Let me see. So it's like, oh, perhaps I should actually do this sort of fashion. Let me actually put it like a little bit down in the volume, the horn. Let me listen to it again, because this is, it's too kind of like a, yeah, your ear catches it too easily. Perhaps I should do it like with a dot. You know, it shouldn't be that high, but of course, if a horn plays, it has to be having with a heavy volume in real life. Not again. That doesn't really work. Let me try to put it on. It does look weird, the notation stuff, but you know, bear with me. Bear with me. Let me put this a little bit downwards on this section, and let me see, does it now work and function? Hey, hey! Appreciate Nico Bros. Okay, fixed. Good. Now it's fixed. Now it's fixed. Good. We had some people saying here something. Nice. The game. He's mixing. Oh, let me actually see. I'm following everything he's doing. It's reimagination. I better saying reboot. He's mixing Marde original with the taming. You mean the 3D game? I hope he actually releases the 2D game, kind of like if he can in Steam. I very much wish he would do that. Yes, but I do like the reimagine, of course. But I wish he would actually release the original one, like as a kind of like a beginning kind of supper sort of fashion. Hey, all says Rebbe dude, and nice. Very much happy to say that. The game is called Divine Dreams. It's just interesting to see his sort of kind of concept on reimagining it, and I want to see more games from him, but we shall see how that works out. On the 3rd of June it comes out on Steam, and maybe you already know, because I've already a feeling you found this stream on Reddit. Ah, yes, Nico. And yep, I already saw myself before, but it wasn't a stream. It was comment from the Mardek boss remix. Oh, you did. You have been here before. Very good, very good. But now, hopefully going to enjoy more of the tunes. let's finish the castle and then go to another piece in other times. Okay, this actually, I'm going to be not having it on flute. I think I'm going to be actually adding a piccolo on it much more possibly, because of course piccolo can do some lovely work with its instruments. So we're going to be actually having a piccolo in there. Hopefully it's actually sounding good. We can actually see. So wind, flute, piccolo, flute. Yes, because of course in MIDI there's only one type of flute. We can actually add different types of flutes, and indeed, and I think it's actually a bit low. You know, usually flutes in the original, it actually has to be a little bit upward. So let me put it upward. Let's see how does that actually sound in real life. But I suppose it could be a lovely one. We shall see. We shall see indeed. I mean, did he 3-week showcase as well? Ah, what program is this? It is Sibelius 7.5 indeed. And what do you mean by he did a 3 weeks of showcase? Do you mean by from the Divine Dreams or from the original Marde? Yeah. I wish he would actually, you know, if the release is going to be 3rd of June, it's going to be the original Marde, and then he's going to be putting the, because then he would get, you know, so many new people, I think, interested on the series, because people crave this experience, and you know, of course, on PC game it could perhaps get notion. You know, who knows? We shall see. I think that sounds nice. One thing I could see that we could actually do some dotted version of it, but no, we shall see. We shall see actually. I think I'm going to be actually putting, with these ones, I'm going to be putting a dot on them to see, does it work? But, you know, I think, you know, it gives this sort of lovely, like, you know, feel on it if we have a staccato on it. Yes. I like that, I like that. You know, some of these songs actually could be played by a real instrument people, but I know so far nobody really hasn't done that before. Perhaps in future. Divine Dreams showcase. Ah, I've seen some of the battle system on it. It actually looks interesting, you know, enough, yeah. Lovely to see him work on new project always. Now, let's move forward, and hopefully we can actually hear this with the other instrument, because the flute is very tender instrument. You have to make sure others are very quiet on that time. Actually, I have an idea for this part, but like this, like, it could be done with other instrument as well. This sort of, we shall see how. No. No. Yes. One thing I will try to see if I can do is put some YouTubers playing. Oh, we do need to do that, man. We need to have more people to find this amazing game. Same here, Nigapros says, as one of the, I would really want to definitely play it. I buy Mardek collection at the Steam and play it as well. Oh, I will do that myself. Hopefully we're going to be also experiencing it on here. Would be interesting to see. Because actually I have to admit one of the kind of sinful things. I haven't actually finished Mardek 3. That's the thing. I want to finish the series now once and for all. So we can actually do that with this re-release. Yes, indeed. But now, if it's only on flute, it doesn't have the impact. So I'm hoping to put it with English horn and other instrument. But of course, we shall see. Is this just my mad dream? You know, because it might be. It very bad might be. You know, but you know, if it's kind of this orchestral big feeling on it, I do want to have some other instruments to play these parts. Missu, the clarinet is here, English horn is here, oboe is in here. English horn could actually go very deep down. Yes, indeed it could. And actually want to be putting it with this sort of octave thing on down here, like this, because then it would be grand. Let me know if you find this sort of work I do unacceptable for the original one, but let me know. I think it actually could work, but now let's still have another one instrument which could do the bassoon. We could have the kind of the bass sound of the melody, because then everybody could be able to hear it very clearly. That's the thing I personally would like to have for this one. Yeah, it's very up there, as you can see. Let's put it 2 octaves up, down there, and here we go. Here we go. Hopefully you're enjoying the stream so far. We are doing the Castle remake. Hopefully all the ones as well in this very stream. We shall see how that will function. Now, we have here. And bassoon is lagging. Well, that's very good, because we need all the errors of computer on our lives. Otherwise, life would be too easy, you know. You have to have life that is not that easy. But now, let me listen how does this sound now with the program. My crazy thing on here. One instrument I actually want to be making much more noticeable is going to be the bassoon. Very nice. And now let's see how this works. We have horn on here. I'm actually going to be putting the horn on very deep as well. Yes, because this needs to be the kind of the high moment of the song. Of course, there needs to be, you know, that needs to be in the music, and you know, of course, the older melody, the MIDI could not really achieve that, but now we actually can. So let me put it on here. Okay, I might have made it wrong. Hopefully not. We shall see. But the thing is, idea at least was there. I think it didn't sound good though. Yes. So let me try to fix it. The one of the thing is on this violin section on here, which I need to be. It actually sounds very lovely, but I need to be hopefully putting on it on the horn as well, because I want the horns to have very much effect. Of course, you want as well, hopefully. We shall see, does that actually work now. But yes, how are you enjoying the... Oh, I didn't see this new comment, sorry about that. I haven't still played Mardek 3 and still finish it. Oh, well, there's 2 of us then. Oh. Like since Cornwall remake Mardek system, now the 3 games have option to have previous endgame inventory. You have... Oh, very good. I like that sort of fact. I already finished chapter 3 and now I can 100% complete the game. The grind so much to get all the characters 30 levels solo. Oh. So hard for the series to make it good on stream. I'm going to be playing these remakes alongside it. Hey Ethan, Paltimer, welcome to stream. And yes, very same as well. Are those cross-saving inventory quests real thing? They look kind of hard to do. I suppose with the modern, Steam, you can actually, you can do cross-saving and such with many different games. I actually am doing our own game on the Steam as well, and you can do that sort of stuff with Steam. Steam is actually very helpful when it comes to cross-saving on inventories. I'm actually trying to remove the violin just a moment from this thing. I'm not going to be removing it completely, but there's something wrong with this whole thing. Actually, I do want to make that change in a sense that I will delete, actually put these ones on, take this off. I like this, of course, but I will take this off now and see how the effect is with, of course, violin being over there. And seeing how it does affect the music. I think it does, with a lovely spin. And again, you know, I have to fix that, of course. It's a very loud little noise on there, I tell you. Cross-saving inventory quest. I don't remember that existing. Cross-saving inventory is a thing, but I don't know about the inventory quest thing. Yeah, you know, same kind of thing. Yeah. I mean, let's you say finish with Fire Sword Mardek 2 and then you start it with Mardek 3. Recognizes Mardek 2 save in your computer. You know, I think Steam can do that actually. You know, I don't know how has Tobias Cornwall programmed it, but you know, I could possibly do that with my own sort of stuff over here. So yeah, I could possibly understand that could is a possibility, but it depends. Flash is very different from the you know, from I don't know what he's working with, you know that, but still, it's a very different sort of beast. And once we are here, we can actually do, because this is a repeating section, we can actually do some lovely stuff, which of course, we're going to be putting this on other instrument. Let's have a clarinet to play this one. Because I do love the clarinet. You can see in the main theme I made for the whole thing, the Mardek main theme remastered, I use clarinet in it. The clarinet is quite a lovely little instrument on its own. I have an idea. I know I'm crazy with this, but I have an idea which I want to try out, which is of course trying to put this on violin, actually this on other stuff on here. Yeah, I need to do this because otherwise it's kind of similar to each other too much. And of course we already had violin to play that part, but let me try to, because this would actually work with violin very lovely, as you're going to see in a moment of notice. Yes, indeed. But now, that's the fun part, Mr. Hello. The Mardek remake save system was remade from 2000. Oh, yeah. Very much, you know, it's very lovely that, you know, in Flash time, even you could have cross-saving on, you know, the inventory. Well, I completed Mardek Chapter on a Linux PC, so it's very unlikely. Yeah, I can see that. Which means it already had a system literally 10 years before it announced on Steam. Oh. So do you mean you can actually have the same items you already had 10 years ago? Well, that would be crazy. I don't know, is that possible though? Oh, that could be a problem as well. Yeah, I don't really know, is it that really a true thing? But of course, I haven't really seen the Tobias things on recently on that sort of stuff. But of course, let me know if that's the case. Let me actually put some volume on this, because I tell you, this is going to be very cool sounding when it goes. But yeah, this is Castle thing. Hopefully you're enjoying it so far with the stream, of course. It's very quiet for some reason. Too quiet, in fact. Let me put it on the second one, and let me move this a second one in this part over here. And now let's hear the thing in full glory. Yeah, it actually is very nice, but now let me put it on this dots away. And also the same thing is that we have the flute section, which I'm going to be transferring this into horn section, like this. Simple stuff. I'm just going to be putting this on bassoon, and this is going to be on like on this instrument on here. Yeah, I tell you, this could be actually played by a real orchestra if they would want to do that. Of course, it all would depend on, you know, if this would get a very popular, of course, perhaps another, perhaps that could be done. Who knows? I don't want, of course, get to your hopes too much up, but I tell you, it could be a possibility. I tell you. Now we have it all. So let's now put this one to piccolo on here. Basson is right. We're going to be putting this one a little bit upwards of 1 octave, because it then will be sounding good. But I also do like this. But anyways, we shall see how that will go. Now, the final part of the castle theme. No. No, that was bad. Let me try to fix it a little bit. The violin is very quiet for some reason. We need to make it much more louder. Yes, louder indeed. Let's make it so. One example cool thing I played Mardek 2 to 3 was that on PC, at the second that you have the option to kill or not kill if you don't appear in the merchant, the third. Oh, very nice, at least in the start of the game. That's the thing, it doesn't... that's the thing, that does not happen in the old build of Mardek. Oh, so something new. And my headset decided to stop working on the USB port, so I have... Oh, you cannot hear the goodness on here. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry, man. But of course, these are going to be put on YouTube later on, but I tell you, I think you're going to be enjoying seeing these made in real time, indeed. Of course, I would. I would very much. Something is weird on here. Something is completely weird. Now let me try to change it. So we have a string instrument. I'm actually going to be just making a violin just for this part, which is not what you should be doing in real life. But you know, I want to have this effect to be much better than just this one in here, because it's awful. To be honest, it's awful in here. Now let me put it on here. Very good, very good. Also, I'm going to be doing a thing that is very interesting, which I think is going to be just like one note in here. These are going to be loud little one notes, like this. They're going to be a bit louder than normal, you know, get this sort of like a glorious feel. Also, I'm going to be actually putting these one, you know, actually they could be on this position. But this has to be much quieter than it currently is, much more quieter than it is. So I'm going to be putting it mezzo piano, which of course means a little bit quieter than normally. Mezzo forte is like this sort of like a regular sort of fashion. So now, let me go to here. It doesn't have the right instrument. Let me actually change the violin to the right one. But you can see kind of, you know, where I'm going with this, hopefully at least. But I tell you, now fixed. Oh, very good that you're back. Good to have you back, PPSA. Sorry for the self-promoting. Good music. Oh, hey, no worries on the self-promotions. Actually, I did say that, you know, I did actually mention that you should, everyone who wants to see some repairing stuff, you should go to Ollie Repair Dude's channel. You know, that was me basically, so not self-promotion. But yeah, also sorry for spoiling. Oh, you actually no. Well, I still don't know the character exactly. You didn't say the name and such. Eargasm. That's the word some people use. That's the word, and you know, hopefully we're going to be having some good experiences here with the music. But now, let's see. Because I want this to sound excellent. Of course, it already has the basis. No, it doesn't yet. It doesn't do what I wanted it to do. So I was actually having an idea. I could actually put this to flute. And kind of a very tender flute, this kind of feel. But now, this is not a good stuff on here. Let me put it actually one down. And let's see how does this sound. Because this is not something I want yet to have. So let me actually trace again a little bit over here, just a moment, and see how the strings work, because I want to... Now let's put it a little bit quieter with volume, and let's still see does it do its job. Now let me actually put the volume on this part. I think this could be an interesting one. I like violin as an instrument, one of my favorite instruments all time, I tell you. But now, I used to use a lot of piano, but I tell you, violin is a very good one when you do your own compositions. Too loud! Too loud, I'm sorry for that. Hopefully anyone's ears is not heard. And no, not again. That's a bad one. Let me put this one on down here. Let me actually change this. This was, as you remember, I put a harmonica instrument in here, but I'm actually going to be changing it to wind as well, flute. We could actually have it to be a recorder, and that's actually interesting. That could actually make some kind of a lovely feel on it. Recorder, this is some kind of medieval-ish feel on it, yeah, I think. Yeah, I like that. Now let's put the violin a little bit downwards, and now let's listen to the ending part and then the whole stuff. Oh yes, we have been composing here for now 1 hour, indeed. I'm so hyped for the Mardek stuff. Yeah, finish it, indeed. I'm interested. Hello, my name is Marshall Nan Raw. I like your music and live streams. Hello, Crystal Clear. I appreciate it very much. So, have you been here before? And I tell you, it's a pleasure to have your new folk on here. We are currently remastering some Mardek music, and today is the Castle Gosner. Of course, we're going to be making some other ones on this stream, so don't you worry. I will say, don't try to get all the items you from the solo battle in the Trilobit tournament. I did, and it wasn't fun to grind levels on the heroes of that complete. I actually wanted to try that Trilobite tournament, but is it a really grindy? Is it a really grindy stuff? But anyway, I tell you, welcome here, Crystal Clear. Hopefully, you're going to enjoy more of this. We shall listen to this from the beginning now, as everything should be ready, yes. I like this one. Hopefully you're enjoying this yourselves. I do like, I think it sounds lovely. I do think it sounds lovely, yeah. And hey, no worries, Mr. Crystal Clean. I tell you, I've been seeing the stream. Thank you for being so nice. Of course. We have to welcome and be honorable indeed. That's kind of a Finnish tradition. I'm from Finland, so of course I need to be very happy for people being here. Of course, very much. And I tell you, most welcome, you. And I tell you, what pieces of Mardek music would you like to see next made? I'm actually going to be asking this question now, and you can actually affect on the stream future. So please, what is from the Mardek second chapter? What song would you like to see made next? It's so nice, I'm happy. It sounds pretty nice, says Olli Repetitive. Thank you. You grind to heroes list 22 and then 30, but then I put more. I personally did not grind myself when it came to my own play. You know, I suppose I did that right thing. Yeah, pretty nice. It sounds like a castle, really. Yeah, it does. So we did some different things on, different paths, and I think it works. I think it does some stuff. So of course, I have to tell you, I like being welcoming for people who are coming here. We have some cool dudes like PBSA. Nico Bros, haven't seen you perhaps before. You have commented on, but I don't see. Have you been on the live stream before? Olli Repetitive, of course, I've been on the live stream before many times. I tell you, he has been here many times. You grant to the heroes on the third level 2. I tell you, I don't remember my hero level when it comes to that. I curse we're not spoiling too much, neither I don't know what are those trilobite things. You don't know? I think it's a kind of a special thing, if I remember right, in the second game, this sort of arena. Maybe governance of the magic fight theme, Gloria Evelyn theme. We shall see, do I find those in here, because I have... Yeah, it's kind of messy on my computer, but we shall see, do I find those. But yeah, now this is ready. I do like this one. Castle Ghost North, we got it. We got it on ourselves, and we are very happy indeed. Hopefully you're enjoying your time. We're going to be going to our next piece in a moment. Possibly a governance magic fight team could be something. It might be a hard one to do, but of course we're going to be still working on it nonetheless. Let me actually open my inventory, my computer inventory, of course, files. Let's see, do I have all the MIDIs here? I should have them. I think you cannot even anymore download them or online. I think Tobias made them and you cannot access them. But I do have all of them ready because I thought, that, Fig Hunter website could go down and such. So I did download them many years ago. But now we are going to be opening here Governors of Magic fight theme. Hopefully that is going to be here very soon. Let me open the screen on here. Yes, a good suggestion. Ooh, Muria's battle theme would be a one. Hey, we could actually do that as well. Maybe Governors the Magic Trailblade Cave. You need 4 keys to access the city. I wish you would know. Someone would. I wish you would know, or someone would know how to mod Mardek. That would be cool. I actually tell you, I would want to see, of course, Tobias Cornwall's himself, music in there. Much, like if he had like remade his own music and such. But I tell you. It would be, of course, a dream come true if any chance, this remaster would go anywhere on that. But, of course, these are fan-made works made from passion. And, of course, it's very lovely to see that there's actually passionate people on there. Oh, the keys. I didn't actually find any keys. I was very lazy when I played it back in the day. I just wanted to, go to the next place sort of fashion. Now, let me try to find the MIDIs. Yes, let me go to the MIDI side of things. You cannot see anything yet, but you're going to be. Let me actually put some background music here, so we are not just having an empty thing on here, just my face and nothingness. Yes. So let me have some background music on here while we are doing some stuff. Now, let me open some stuff on here. Yes, indeed. Bring it on and hit on grade 2. Have you ever played 2007 old Mardek? I have played the first one fully, second one fully, and never finished the third one. So we're going to be, hopefully, later on this channel, we're going to be playing some Mardek games and seeing how and why it's very good. I was kind of lazy as well. Well, there's both of us then. Yeah. I personally like the game, and I actually did some of the stuff, but I didn't know that where did it find those skeleton keys? I did not look for them when the UFO thing is there. Like, I didn't really look on them too much. But of course, you know, I actually had to start Mardek 2 second game like twice because my save file was lost for some reason in the. But you know, we shall see how that will go when we go back to the whole game. Did you yourself, crystal clear, have you played all of the games in all of the finest? Let me actually see. We'll try. I'm trying to locate all the ones. Let me see. So we have here the MIDI files, all my MIDI files. Let me see. Let me put the music off and let's listen. This one we have over here. Let's see. So we have Aeropolis. We have. What is this one? Battleship. Bagastle. Canonia. Canonia could be one we could actually do. Let me actually see. Dark Temple, we have that. Crystals, Drum, Deep. No, that's not the one. Deugan Theme. Elvuen. Let me actually see what Elvuen sounds like, as we just have it right here. Yes, indeed. Elvuen, indeed. Screen is black. Yeah, I'm just listening the MIDIs, and we don't have anything to work with yet. You should play the stream version. Oh, I will do that, crystal clear. There's a glitched mouse on the screen. Yes, that's you know, I don't have anything yet on the screen. I'm just going to be honest. I'm just trying to see like what MIDIs I have. Let me actually put something on the screen here. Media player, I suppose. You know, media player. Is there anything really to see in media player? Let me put it on the screen, I suppose. Oh no, actually it doesn't. Yeah, I've tried to put media player sometimes. It glitches on this program. You can hear this is Elvuen theme. We're gonna be putting something visual very soon. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. We are not crashing. We are not crashing yet. Hey, let's do that crystal clear at some point in the future. As we located the Elvuen, we're gonna be of course doing more, but let me do Elvuen right now as we have the theme on here. So let me save the castle MIDI stuff on here. Saved it. Let me now double save it so we don't lose it completely. Of course, double saving is a tactic I often endure because I tell you, sometimes this program has in the past, when we have done remakes, it has done some nasty stuff. So let me actually still save it one time on audio. Yes, that is a good one. Good one. Let's do it. And now let's open something visual to you to see. I don't want to see the information. Don't spoil it. I want to find it. Actually want to play this a lot on this game. So I'm not going to see where the locations are. I'm just going to be like, yeah. Don't show it. But now let me see. Let me open the Elvuen theme. Was it? I don't know what character was it again. I know Emela, but what was Elvuen again? Can somebody remind me of that? Or was she in the second game? Was she? I don't know. No. You know, my memory is hazy, so please be patient with that. Now, let me actually open something visual on the screen finally. So there's something to be looked at now. We are opening Elvuen theme. Elvuen MIDI. Here we go. There's only harp and few instruments. It's going to be actually a quick one. Then we're going to be moving on all the ones after that. Let me go to Elvuen. Here we go. This is, ladies and gentlemen, Elvuen. And we have harp, which works like this. It's kind of like this sort of elvish feel when there's harp and working together. And then we have like... And then we of course have a voice. I think I'm actually could add here some kind of a song voice thingy. Yes, we could add that. We shall see how that would function. Yes, we should see that. Yeah, I'm so glad. Thank you. Don't spoil you guys. Yeah. Let's not spoil it. Elvuen was the captor girl. Oh, thank you, PPSA, for deleting that. You did the thing. Elvuen was the captor 3 girl on that only play song. Aha, so we are skipping the chapter 2 then. Well, let's do it anyways. I opened the file already, so there's nothing to lose anymore. Indeed. Now let me open the instrument on here. I'm hoping to put here this sort of girl voice. We shall see. Do we find Like, the human voices are hard to do with computer, but we shall see. Do we have some sort of stuff over here? Female, woman, female voice. Let me see. So we have boys, we have core men, woman. Here we go, we found woman. And this doesn't really sound like it too much. It's like a computer is so much computerish. Well, let me try to fix it somehow. Let me put a little reverb to it to confuse people. Yes. It's kind of bad, but let's roll with it. We don't have the best woman voice over here. I know some instruments that have that, but I haven't yet purchased them. I should be, but there's not been need for me on that yet. Indeed so. Though, yes, well, I'm going to remove them. The 11 is the Chapter 2. Oh, anyways, no worries on that. We're going to be still doing 11. It's going to be a quick song, I betcha. I betcha very much. One thing is going to be actually, we're going to be putting, I've changed the viola instrument, which I know this is a bad viola instrument. Let me actually have viola like this. And now let's listen how does this sound. And we have computer errors, of course, because that's what we have to have, otherwise the stream would be too perfect. Thanks a lot, Cyberus. I actually have to warn, if you want to get Cyberus for yourself, don't, be careful of having this sort of problem for yourself. It's going to be, I hate it. Oh, I like this. Very lovely little piece. Very lovely little piece indeed. So that's that. I think that's ready, actually. That's actually a ready thing. But the case, let me give you advice, isn't it a spoiler? Those keys are... so it's a random drop chance. I hate random drop chances. But, that's a part of RPGs, unfortunately. They try to longer the game, just like having a drop chance of, like, let's say, 1%. I've had that. And I had to, like, in Final Fantasy 12, I had to try to hunt this one item. And it's like a 1% chance. I'm like... Please, game, let me have some fun. And it's like, no, the percentage is going to keep away from that. Now, I like your accent. It's the best accent I've ever heard. Oh, well, that's a compliment, I tell you. It's this sort of, my brother says, like, that's not a real English accent. I have to actually admit, it's not a real English accent, but it's still something. If that's a spoiler territory, I try to make it as less spoiled as possible. Well, it's a helpful thing because, I didn't know it's a kind of like a... drop chance. I hate drop chances, especially in important items. Of course, sometimes it works, but it gives you sort of sour taste in your mouth, kinda. Yes. The female voice, unfortunately, we don't have the best female voice in there, but this works. If I would have someone would pay me to do this, I would actually hire a voice singer to sing this sort of like la 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 sort of fashion. Of course I would. Of course. Let me actually try to do something with it. I think that's a nice one. That's a nice one. Actually, this I do like this song very much. Very, very lovely feel on it. Very nice indeed. So we have Eluukkanen, ladies and gentlemen, ready as a song. Let me actually put it on right here from this point, and let me save it. Let me export it. Yes, indeed. So we have everything going on our side. To be honest, I pity her a lot in Chapter 2 and half of Chapter 3. Then I read her Dreamstone and I'm like, really? She's such a jerk. Some of the characters in the game are like, ugh. I wouldn't want to meet them in real life. If that's a spoiler, that's an old one. That's an old one. But I tell you, like, thing is though, some of the characters are very lovely in this game. I actually, I did like the alien Anunnaki was them again. Sorry if I'm saying that, but yeah, Anunnaki, I did like those one. Let me save those now. So let's go to the next one. Next adventure. What shall it be? What shall be the next one? Dungeon 2 possibly. That's the kind of the cave. We have suggested a Mauryans theme, so I'm actually go to the Mauryans theme. We should actually make it so. Oh, I like it. This is a very lovely theme. Hopefully, I'm going to do it justice. Wait, how did you do so fast? The Eleven theme, of course, it was already very easily put there. Few instruments only, and I just put some pre-existing orchestral stuff there. So it actually works really well. Yeah, I think it actually worked really well. Of course, we're going to be trying to do as fast as possible because I want to do many themes in one stream. Of course, it's going to save me some time, I tell you. Yes, Mauryans theme indeed. Let's go for that one. Let me actually open it. Mauryans. Hopefully I'm going to do it justice. Hopefully I'm not going to be doing it wrong. Let me see. Mauryans Battle 2. That's the song file name. Let me open it. Mauryans Battle 2. I actually sometimes, for some reason, I had 3 downloads already on here. But anyways, it's a lovely theme, of course. It's a lovely theme. This might actually take some while to do. For a good reason. But now, let me see. We have some markings. This might actually go bad when I just let's play, but we shall see. I'm actually going to be putting it on the window. You cannot see anything yet. Now you should be able to see it. Yeah, here we go. On the memories of Dungeon 2. Oh, yes, the caves. The Mardek actually, for some reason, I did play Mardek 2 before Mardek 1. So it was, one of the first areas I did explore. Just a question. How did you midis and those... Do you do midis of those as well? I mean, where I can find all the original Magic MIDI? That's the nasty thing, Nico Bros. He had a website for them, Fig Hunt. I think he has took them down. And I don't know, is it like illegal for me to distribute them? I suppose, someone in their backyard could do... But no, if you want to really... If you want to hear them... There's something the YouTube side and things and such. I don't know, but I do have the midis because I downloaded it before he shut down the site. But yeah, I don't know where you can find them right now. Unfortunately, they are not available. In Wayback Machine, possibly you can actually go to Wayback Machine and find them. I had to actually use Wayback Machine to find a few ones I did forgot to download. But I don't know, just work for everyone. Me too, I'm so played Mardek 2 first and then I played, yeah. Happened to me because I found it through some site online and that sort of stuff. Of course, Mardek 1 being a very small game, not many people talking about it, but of course Mardek 2, yeah, very big one. Yeah, we're going to be having some hard time over here. The string sounds awful. Let's see how this goes. I just noticed we don't have every good instrument in. That's some MIDI instrument. Let me actually put this much better in here. Here we go. Here we go, as they say. Now, let me actually put ear on this, and then let's press play. Yeah, I do. A Wayback Machine, my friend, is a lovely thing. It's called, if you just Google Wayback Machine, you can have, get some old sites to work. What Apple device I use? I'm surprised that Tobias Cornwall put Mardek on Steam after you said he would be very known in the last Mardek stream. but it was late to be too famous. Yeah, I have to admit, unfortunately, that's the thing, but I want to still share his stuff as much as I possibly can, because I do like his work. While he, of course, is a troubled fella because of his, you know, like current life situation, of course, I do respect him a lot. I'm a Brazilian. Fun fact. Oh, I actually didn't ask where you were from. Where you by the phrase crystal clear? Are you from where? I know PBSA is from Portugal. I'm from Finland, and now Nico Bros is from Brasilia. Actually, I know from one Brazilian guy. He's a very cool dude. He didn't know Mardek, but he did know RuneScape, so that's something at least. I found Click-Tack Jorgos and Brazilian Flash site. I didn't know, I don't know what, I think I used some kind of like armor games or something, I don't know. Beta site, old version, Mardek 2, and yeah, he put it in many different places, and of course, in a good success. I think he got already over 1 million of plays on that. But I suppose like he has been a long due for putting them on Steam. I don't know, did he see my video on that? No, you know, I don't really, you know, it didn't really matter, because I'm very happy that he has put them to Steam nonetheless. But yeah, this theme is going to be hard, because this not sounding good at all. Look at this one. The drums are... Let me put some effort and more on the... The drums are alright. The piano is not completely superb on my mind, at least, you know, or when you put... Of course, MIDI, it sounds nice. Also, there should be something else in here, which is, of course, the brass. We're going to be working on the brass to see how that works. The violin is... We're going to be working on that quite heavily, I tell you. Let me change it to viola. Viola, indeed. Yeah, Brasilia is actually a pretty lovely place. I would like to visit it at some point, but it's very far away, very exotic. Very exotic for a Finnish person. I'm from Sweden, of your neighbor country. Oh, very cool. Hello there, neighbor. Hola, Nico, soy no colonizador. Nico, I'm your colonizer. Oh no, the old enemies, the grand enemies of each other. Also, thanks, Mr. Elu, I found all the OST using Wayback Machine. Hey, very good. That's very good. Wayback Machine is the best. You cannot hey, you have to remember, if you put anything online, it can be digged by anyone. That's the thing. That's being very careful of not really putting anything online of myself, you know, private life, because I tell you, it's going to be there forever. You know, you don't want to see me on 80-year-old pictures, you know, you don't want to see those. You don't want to. But now, let's see how the horn section does cooperate with ourselves. I'm from Sweden. Yeah, I do have to tell you, I do still like the musical stuff that he does. Just looking at this, like I like them. I do like this sort of stuff. I have to tell you that his music is very on its own. Of course, you know, many people have like you know, like Undertale had this sort of unique music. I actually have to tell you, I like this music much more than Undertale. To be honest, I have to tell you, because he made them to like this sort of sound, old RPG sounding, and of course he used full orchestra with the MIDI, which I have to tell you, if we would put this to real orchestra, it would sound awesome. But of course, you know, it would have to do a certain sort of stuff, because of course violin cannot play many instruments at the same time. One of the things I'm going to be deleting from here is like this. I'm going to be actually putting like this is like... It doesn't sound so good when it's so up here. Actually, normal violin could not really play this up, so let me actually put it a little bit down. Yeah, of course it's a bit different from the original, but you know, a real violin isn't really playing that high, I tell you that much. I tell you that much. You're going to be having some hard time when doing that. Oh, and now I've been ruled by a dictator. Oh. Oh, is Portugal ruled by dictatorship? Oh, I didn't know about that. Want to donate to you $10 on the stream? Hey, I appreciate it. No worries, no worries. I don't super much need on the money. I appreciate, of course. I could try donating using PayPal. I don't want to see a PayPal link. Oh, there's actually an interesting stuff. You want to do some helping out. Of course, I do appreciate donation if you want to do that. Of course, not mandatory, but there's this super chat option under the chat, this sort of dollar sign near the emoji icon. So if you want to donate on that, I would appreciate it. Of course, very much. That would be the best sort of way. And of course, I appreciate it. No, I'm not, it's not mandatory, but if you want to do it, I'm not, who am I to stop you? But I appreciate it, of course. Thank you very much. But there's a super chat option also. You get this sort of like a lovely shout out. Hopefully, I've not tested it out in many times. Some Untitled music are like remasters of another one, just being faster with some extra instruments. Yeah, it's like that. I possibly should do more remasters on the Untitled, but there's so many people have done it. I think I wouldn't be, the stuff I would do, would anyone really listen to it, because, there have been already remasters out there, sort of stuff. Poor Tobias Cornwall, he did the music, so he did music on his ex-girlfriend's game, Vulpin Adventure. He did Mardek on his own. Yeah, like, I remember the Vulpin thing. It was very interesting that, he had this sort of a girlfriend of game creation as well. Very interesting sort of fact. Does anyone here know about that? I like the Vulpin OST. I did like it, but I never played the game though. I actually was very young. I didn't know where to find it. That's the thing. I tried to look at it. For some reason, I couldn't find it back in the day. Perhaps I was stupid back in the day. That might tell me something about that. Yeah. I like the guitar parts over here, but it's very hard to hear. I'm tempted to put this as a electronical guitar, but actually I'm going to be putting this still acoustic, because of course it was originally acoustic. I cannot take too much of liberties with this music, It would be dishonorable. Imagine, someone just putting like a electronic guitar. Of course, that would be sounding possibly good, but I cannot take too big liberties. No, not at all. But now, let me put a nylon guitar on there. Let me put some volume on it, that it's not that small. Let me actually put it like dB, gain on there. Let me put still a little bit more, because it's a quite of a quiet one. Here we go. This is what I wanted to hear. Let's see how does this sound. Yeah, I like that. And the next part which I wanted to actually hear is this one, which is actually didn't hear it quite well, but what did you say? Portugal is ruled by parliament that is not best, but also not the worst. But with amazing president Mauryans Rebelo Sorzo, Brazil is ruled by dictator like USA. Oh, let's not really get into politics on here, because I know there's many people from many countries, but yeah, I tell you, one of the things is that I don't really know about the Brazil situation too much. I know from Brazilian friends, they didn't have like too much against him so much. I don't know, of course, some say that he's the greatest person ever, some say that he's not. I'm not really aware of the Brazilian politics, to be honest. I only know that it's very warm country, I tell you. I'm going now, return as soon as I can. Bye, Nico Bros. Yeah, thanks for being here. And yes, thanks very much, Nico Bros. Let's see you next time. I better also remaster. It's called Aeropolis Theme. Yeah, we can actually do Aeropolis next one. Yeah, let's do next one. Remaster another one faster. Let me see. Like, we have freedom to do anything we do want, but I don't think you can do that in dictatorship. Yeah, there's not just like a dictatorship and then there's a free country. Some countries actually have this sort of weird middle ground. I have to tell you, I'm not very happy on the current side of the Finnish politics. I have to admit. but at least we are a free nation. We can actually criticize our leader. If you cannot criticize your leader, then it's a dictatorship, at least, you know, on my opinion. Of course, many can disagree with that. Now, let's try to listen the whole thing with every instrument intact in here. Yes. Okay, we have some Sibelius problems once again. Sorry about that. That's a Mardek tree OST. Audio Nico de la Tologo. I don't know what that means. I know that adios is like a goodbye, but I don't know what the et logo is. Hopefully it's nothing too drastic. Yes, there's some kind of problems on here. I'm actually tempted to put electronic guitar. I'm sorry, I have to put it. I have to just put it because I think this battle theme would very much be appreciating that if I would do that. Yes. Of course, it's already, you know, I don't really need to do much other than just put some instruments here, so it's very easy for me to put on this. Yes. That's not actually electronic guitar. Let me actually try to find electronic, I suppose. Electronic baritone guitar. Is this the one that we want? This could be an interesting sound. We shall see how that goes. Oh. Bad one. That's a bad one. That's a bad one. Let me try to find something else, because of course we don't know until we test it out. Oh, this would, I think, make this cool. I think that would be cool. Now, let me put this one to... Let me listen it by solo first. It might be bad, actually. I'm tempted to put something in here, because then it would be like this sort of like a bass guitar, possibly. Let me try to see. Sorry, man. I have this sort of itch telling me, I have to do this. You have to do this, and I'm just like, and I'm listening like a. No, let me actually put this one in. No, that's not a good one. This is not the one I wish to have here, but something needs to be here. Something with emotion. Oh yeah, I think that would be cool. What did you say? Jeez, at that end. And my, sorry for the, my program is doing that. Until later. No worries, no worries. And don't you worry about that, crystal clear. English is not my main language. So, you know, do as much as bad grammar as you want. It's actually encouraged here, because the thing is, you're only going to learn by doing mistakes. That's how I learned my English language. I just, you know, my English teacher can actually profess to that. She's like, man, you're never going to speak English properly. I'm like, yeah, that's how it was. But yeah, like, I only learned how to really speak in coherent manner when I went to streams. Yes. and it's kind of, you know, well, that's my huge backstory when it comes to English language. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, one thing I need to do before going. I think that the electronic guitar could actually work, but please let me know if you hated it. Of course, up to you to criticize me very much openly. I do like that fact, because of course, only when someone does criticize you, you learn some new stuff. Indeed. Indeed. I like that. Yeah. I do like how this is going. Yeah. Hopefully you enjoying as well. Hey, now I think the guitar is perfect. Hey, I'm very happy you think so. Maybe the guitar a bit lower on the volume though. Alright, I think it now, yeah. Guitar is sounding amazing. Ning, I mean eluukkanen. Yeah, I don't think you remember me, but I made a Ganska sprite on the Discord server and art month. Gasper sprite. I don't think you remember me. I mean, Gasper. What is Gasper sprite? I mean, or in eluukkanen server? Did you use the same name, crystal clear? Because, you know, sorry if I just mix sometimes, you know, the names. Some people use the different names sometimes. I'm like, but sorry if I do not remember that. Yes, because of course I try to be very much knowing the people that are part of the eluukkanen community. Indeed. Or do you mean the Mardek community? Let me know. But I'm gonna be seeing what the Gasper sprite is. Do you mean by the Mardek community? Probably, because I don't remember you in eluukkanen community. Yes, we have our own little Discord place we got ourselves, yes. We have collaborations there, working on some games together, yeah, that sort of stuff. I do like this Mauryans theme here. I do, I have to actually say, I do like this, yes. I think the electronic guitar gives it like a it has to have this sort of like a getting you into the action right away. I do like this. Now let me actually save this right away, so we have some. If things go bad, I can just come back to this. But you know, hopefully not. You know, I never know. But let me actually put an audio version of this right now on my computer, as we do. No, my name is Marvan the Narra or on Mardek server. Yes, I see. On MERP. Which actually we can actually check it out right now if you let me know which channel it was, the art, and we can actually check it on the stream if we want to. Gaspar. If I'm looking on the wrong place. Let me know where that can be found, my friend sir. But now, thing is, we are having the Mauryans battle theme on here. Let me actually put this one on an audio version. so we can actually put this to YouTube at some point. Yes. Indeed, indeed. Now the Aeropolis was actually crystal clear as a question we should do. Well, let me know what we should do after Aeropolis. Yes, let me know. Yeah, we're doing very fast on this. Hopefully you're enjoying actually seeing the process on how this is. And yes, I am doing this fast. I cannot unfortunately put super much time on this, but I tell you, I'm trying to put my best effort on this because I do like these pieces a lot, indeed, indeed. Now let's open the next piece very much so, and it's going to be Aeropolis, indeed. Open Sesame, let's say, Aeropolis. We have the MIDI, and we have the way, so let's get going with Aeropolis. Actually, I haven't been on this level before, so yes, as I said, you know, I did not play too much of the... I did not play too much when it comes to a Mardek 3, I have to admit. The Sun Temple and some things else after that, but I'm very much clueless when it comes to Mardek 3, I have to admit, yes. So that's why I've been kind of fading away from it a little bit. I've of course listened to music earlier on. Now let me put here some of the better instruments, not the MIDIs, and let's then see how does our little machine work. Let me see. Let me put this. No. Can you actually see the process we are doing? Yes, you can. Very good. Very good. Now, let's put ourselves a one single paragraph so we can actually have this sort of beginning emptiness. And then let's listen how this sounds. Oh, there's something in here that doesn't really... Oh, violin on this part. Yes, of course. I can pin it on art if you can. Hey, I would actually be interested to check it out. Let me actually go to the Discord server right now. Let me show it on the screen for anyone who is interested in seeing some Mardek stuff. Indeed, of course. Mardek people interested in Mardek stuff, that is the reality of things. Now, let me put on MERP server. Let me actually open that. Let me actually show you on the screen. MERP server. MERP. Where is it? Where is it? MERP server. Here we go. MERP server. We are in the music. We actually, of course, shared my little stream. But now let me go to the art pin section. Here we go. Nothing in here. Nothing in here. Let me actually go to the pins. Oh. Which one of you is the... Are you? Are you the... Yeah. Let me know which of these are you. But I do like the art of it, as you can see yourself. Very cool stuff, actually. Let me put it in here. Yeah, let me put it in here. So we can gaze on the lovely things on here. Yeah, we have the sprite work, which is quite awesome, actually. Yes. No, very much so. Super good. You can actually use these on many stuff. You have fat souls and all. Very good. You can... Yeah, very good. Very good. Let me see. So all of the things I do see here are very lovely indeed. Yes, all of the things. Yeah, let me know which one is the one that you were mentioning. Aeropolis is a big city, also very well made. Let me actually go and now let's continue the progress. Hopefully I was able to see some of the stuff you mentioned. But now, let's listen how does it sound. I do like the maracas, maracas in this. Yeah, very, very lovely indeed. Let's actually see how does that sound. And we still have some problems over here, yes, unfortunately. You know, that's just the reality. Now, MIDI instrument should be replaced. Yes, indeed. Oh, I like this. Haven't been on this location before though. It says here that it should be pan pipes. We don't have panpipes. It seems. Let me actually try to find something that is more panpipey. I suppose we could actually have like this recording stuff. So all the things sound a bit different from each other. Yes. Some kind of, yeah, feels like some Spanish sort of stuff. I like Aeropolis theme. Oh, sorry, I will pin it now. Now it's pinned. My phone made of glitch. Oh, no worries, my friend. PBS says, you know, it's a big city. Haven't been on the city, so I don't really know too much of it. Let me actually go and see. Pin the message. Ah, here we go. This character on here. Yes, indeed. It seems you made it. It's a kind of small one, but let me actually open it on the screen so I can see it. Of course, I want to see it. Of course. Where's the Discord? Yeah. Here we go. Found it. So as you can see, it's very small. First of those notes are probably psyches or a snake. It kind of feels like snake, you know. It's this maracas thing. Very good. Actually, I haven't seen the maracas used in that way when I've done notation. They have some very cool, clever thing. Yeah, clever thing in which works on later iterations. Also, very lovely this, you know, the sprites you have done, I tell you. I do like the work that has been put on this, and I'm interested to see. Actually, can you know, like, let me know, like, in which position your remake is, and what's your position on it, like, when are you going to release it, and so forth. Do you have any plans? I know on that. Let me know. Very Arabian Nights sort of feeling, yeah. Arabian Nights. One thing I'm actually going to be doing here, because this doesn't work in this, it actually should be more like this. Then there's like a, you can hear it much clearly, much more clearly, yes. Yes. Kinda like that. I like it. Now let's go forward and listen to the piece moving forward. Very Spanish feeling, you know, for some reason. And at the same time, like, you know, this Middle Eastern. It's got a crazy position, I tell you. Also, we do have sitars in here down. One of the things actually this program doesn't do well is we have this working well. I'm actually going to be putting it a little bit upwards. Sitar it doesn't do. Do we actually have a sitar? I'm actually trying to see. Let me try to open it and see. I like this piece. Very, very lovely sort of feel on here. Yeah, very, very lovely. Sitar. Do we have that? Guitar, sitar, electric sitar. I suppose this is like. I like it. This could work. This could work. Yeah, let me see the bass instruments together and see how it functions. What would you want to see as the next piece, and I suppose the final piece we're going to be doing today? You know, let me know. Let me know. Thank you for being here so far. Thank you, my dear friend. I don't have any plans, but I used the website. Last one was Pixel Wish from Make Sprite, and then it was called. Oh, it looks like it looks very close to the Mardek style, indeed. But a tone-based Arabic town stays pretty well. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed, my friend. It does sound like that. Something very close to it. Yes. We have been streaming almost 2 hours. We're going to be still doing one piece after this, so let me know what that could be. I was thinking of Dungeon 2. You know, we could do that, I suppose. Or the Mauryans Theme himself. Who knows? Who knows? Now let me hear this. Now let's listen with every single instrument. Oh, I like this piece actually very much. I haven't heard this before for some reason. I like, but Tobias Cornwall did some excellent work back in the day, I tell you, man. I tell you, man. Dungeon 2, let's do that, my friend. PBSA was the quickest, so Dungeon 2 it is. No, there's something wrong in here. This should be actually not piano. This should be violin. What's happening here? This is weird. Let me actually put here on the violin stuff. Yeah, that was weird. Yeah, don't look at me. Let's see. Okay, much better. Very long piece, you know. For the first game, it actually was very short piece, but you know, for some reason, it's like 3 minutes already. Wow, very surprising for them. You know, surprised for them. Yeah, I am. Let me actually put it on a higher volume. Let's put it on a higher volume, my friend. Don't you worry, we can do that. You know, that's we are here doing this, so you know we can do this. So do you mean this one? Let's see, it's a sitar if you mean that. Hopefully it's that what you mean. It does make it sound like very much. Let me actually put some volume on it, a little bit. I've used this song instrument before. It's lovely sitar, I tell you. It's like traveling to some eastern place. I like this piece a lot. I think that's a ready piece. Yeah, let me save it and we are ready with this. Well, sounds very likely you will say stay for a long time, so that's the reason it's so long and it's the sitar was thinking. Yeah. hopefully the sitar is in good levels. I suppose it is. You know, sometimes it kind of rises a little bit too high on a few parts because there's many sitars playing at the same time. But I do tell you, if you have a game where you spend a lot of time in one place, it's good to make a piece long. So I actually have to praise on that. You know, some of the songs on the early game were very short. You know, I think that's for a good reason. I tell you, this one though, when it's longer, I think it works. I do think it works. Let me do save this one. Yeah, here we go. Gonna be taking out some time, as you do. As you see, it's in the background doing the whole work. But now, the Dungeon 2 is going to be the final one. Are you excited? Let's see how that goes. I already said it, but I will repeat again. Aeropolis Down is based on Arabic towns, and so, of course, it sounds like that. I do tell you, I can agree with that. It's very lovely sounding indeed. I want to play now Mardek 3 more than ever when I just actually hear that. Yeah, I actually want to. For some reason, perhaps because I don't have the connection to the world itself with the third soundtrack. I haven't actually listened to many of the third soundtrack. Of course, the most major pieces I have, but I possibly would have a bigger connection if I would play it, of course. And that's what we'll be doing on the channel. Hopefully you're going to be enjoying that at some point when it happens, the release, I think in June, so next month, I suppose, yes. So I'll be buying that, very much so. Hopefully we shall see some stuff done in that. Now, let's see, the dungeon is going to be the next one. Dungeon, welcome to the dungeon, indeed. Yeah, dungeons, usually the name of the places you go that have some nasty enemies and such. This is area vibes. Yeah, kinda. Is there Steuenverheisen in here? Oh, ooh, is there Steuenverheisen here? Is he here? Didn't see. Very good if he is, though. Very lovely indeed. Now, let us do the dungeon one, indeed. Let me actually save this first on regular file, because then otherwise we lose all the great stuff on this. But now the most important stuff. We're gonna be putting here dungeon, the final piece of the day. Let's see if it's a good one or not. Interesting that the file name is Dungeon 2B, so has there been Dungeon 2A at some point? Possibly. Perhaps he planned to have the different tunes on that. Who knows? We shall see. Now we're going to be opening the Dungeon 2. This is Dungeon 2. Actually, we don't know how many instruments we do have here, but we have some. Honky-tonky piano, strings, harp, and bongos. Of course, bongos, my favorite instrument of all time. But now, let's actually make this cello, and real cello, not just like this goddamn bad sounding. Let me have it cello. No, wrong again. Okay, let me try to change it, because this is a major instrument. This is going to be the. Oh, it's going to be cool. It's going to be cool. Let's see how it goes. And there's some nasty things. I don't like this already, because of the instruments, of course. Yeah. I do like the cello beginning, though. But I do need to do one thing. If adding another string, viola, indeed. Viola, welcome everybody, viola on the mix. And also, let me put it as in here. Is it like, yeah, it's in here. And now let me put it as a real viola, not just a fake viola. Yeah, let me do it. Fake viola isn't very good. Here we go. And we could actually add these rest of this stuff on. I'm actually copy this like this. Let's go to the beginning. And let's take this off from this point, because of course we do need some lovely stuff in the beginning, indeed. Hopefully you enjoy, if you're enjoying on this. Getting some Legend of Zelda vibes from this. Oh, something is happening. Do I not see all the comments for some reason? I don't see all the comments. What is happening? Let me see. My chat program is not cooperating for some reason. If I'm not seeing him, that's very weird. Let me see. Let me try to go to the stream. I don't want to see, of course. Hey, for some reason I didn't see. Oh, Dr. Shay, I'm getting some Legend of Zelda vibes. I didn't see you earlier for some reason. My program doesn't really show you. Very nasty. Very nasty indeed. I didn't see you for some reason. Good to see you, Dictor Showering. It's a kind of a Legend of Zelda feel. Of course, Mardek is not very Legend of Zelda-like. But hey, welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're still here. Sorry for not seeing you, man. Sorry for not seeing you. Now. And then I'm going to be needing to delete this one because it sounds bad. Here we go, like this. Yeah, the violin here is going to be a problem because it's not sounding good yet. It's not. We're going to be making it, of course. We actually change it. I don't like a viola sound too much on this, at least. Let me put it as a violin, a normal violin, just a simple little violin. I think that could be better. We shall see. We of course see. Hopefully you're enjoying the stream so far. Let's see how we'll take this to the end. I need to go, my friend. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. This is going to be the end of the stream very much soon. But hey, thanks for being here. It's probably going to be make a Cave Dungeon 2 music. I have one area in the area, but probably decided to discard it because it's not big enough. Yeah, very much so. It kind of makes sense. Thanks for crystal clear. Hopefully we'll see you each other next time on somewhere on here. Yes, indeed. Good to see. I do like violins, but of course I do also like one of the fact that is, you know, there's other instruments in the mix as well. Otherwise it's going to be just a violin mix. Let's finish this one right now. Oh, we have some kind of issues over here. Kind of a loud voice or something, I don't know. Let's go and see how this goes. Bye, PPSA. It's a pleasure to have you. It's the end of the stream. No, why? We are not ending yet, but we have been streaming for almost 2 hours, man. Oji, how are you so doing? Good to see you. Welcome from the D Live section. How are you doing?
Original OG.
It's been a while since I saw you. Yeah, now you see me. Now I see you. Everything is lovely. Yes. Did you read my D-Live message? I did see, but haven't yet contacted you. Where you been, man? Sorry, I've been kind of away. It's just been very nasty times for me recently.
Thanks for asking.
I'm good, thanks for asking. I've been kind of away. I've been doing many things, unfortunately. I haven't yet not been able to answer that, but I will be answering very much so. You wanted to say me that contact you as soon as possible. Sorry that I haven't been contacting you yet. But it was good to see you, man. Good to see you. It's been some nasty times for me, you know, working hard as I do, as we do here. Your narrator was on a bit. Yeah, it's because of the, you know, I don't know, for some reason it works for Tube and for some reason it doesn't work for... It doesn't work for Tube and then it works for others. Don't look at me. I'm trying to fix it. I don't know how...
Original OG. I'm sorry to hear that. Have you grown out your hair?
Yeah!
I'm an old one, but this is also nice.
Well, hashtag haircut. I tell you, I haven't been on because of the lockdown situation. There's no haircuts. Actually, in my town, there's no haircuts. What is on with this world? It's like a full-on apocalypse of it. How are you doing? Oh, yeah, you know, of course, in Sweden where you live, you don't have that situation, but we have that, so it's nasty. Have you been doing well? Have you been doing your own channel? You know, OG is a sort of like own streamer person. Yes, indeed. He does these game streams. Have you been streaming recently? Let me know, of course. Let me know. Oh, no, we need to actually change this to this, and now we got things going. Here we go. Let's go! Let's make some stuff.
Original OG. In my old place where I grew up, we had 6 hair stores in the area of 5 meters.
Yeah, I don't know how they can actually
Original
live.
OG.
You know, what's up with that?
So that baffles me to hear that you have 0.
It's weird. Actually, in my own town, you know, back in the day, you know, not in this town, but other one, there was like the same situation, just next to each other. How can they make money then when there's like a one in here, one in here, one in here? How can they make money? I don't really understand it. I don't get it. Well, I should have the clue what to fix that. Never used any of those programs. Well, let's try to do that, PBSA.
I have been slacking with streamings. I have been streaming only collapse, but in getting back into this. I was about to stream when I saw you.
Oh, you're going to stream? I'm going to be joining you a little bit on today. Yes, I will
Original
do that.
OG.
Liv, I want to say
Liv.
Hi. You feel a bit tense.
I wanted to say hi.
It's just me.
You feel a bit tense. Is it just me, or were you more collected before?
Well, we have been streaming for 2 hours. I am a bit on tense side because I'm not finding the solution for this goddamn thing over here. As PBSA of course says, I don't know how to fix that. I don't really like the violin sort of session on here. And you know, there's been a long day. Usually I stream on the mornings. I'm a bit more relaxed in there. It's all that on the evening. I'm just like, sort of fashion. Normally, not this dense, unfortunately. Hopefully it doesn't affect the
Original
stream
OG.
quality. Oh, I see.
Oh, I see. Maybe I can help out. Press that butot.
Put on!
Original
I will
OG.
do, man. I will try to
Asterisk
do.
button.
I have an idea on this, actually, which could fix it. I know it's heresy to do this sort of stuff, but, you know, I'm going to be still doing it. We're currently remastering Mardek music. I don't know, are you familiar with Mardek? Probably not. If I could have a guess, because I remember... or perhaps not, I don't know.
Original
Of course,
OG.
I might not know, yes.
Breathe in, breath out. Stay calm, stay awesome. Be.
Well, that's a good. That's like, you know, some kind of advertisement. Breathe in, breathe out. Stay calm, stay awesome. Be eluukkanen. Oh yeah, I appreciate it.
Original OG.
Yeah, I've been doing just some videos today.
You guessed correct. I don't know.
I tell you. I have an idea. I wanted to actually do pizzicato, for some reason it doesn't do with it. But I tell you one of the things, Original OG and others who are watching right now. We have been doing 2 hours of this, which is very impressive, I tell you. Where I live, there's only 2, and one of each other is one of the other, but one of these all genders. Ah, yeah. We actually had in my own town like 2 men's ones. And in this town, I think just like no men's ones, like, because there's no thing at all. And I want to cut my hair. I'm becoming like a troll or something. I don't want to look like a forest troll. Yeah, and you don't want to look see my forest troll fair hair. I tell you, you don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. Nobody wants to do that. Nobody wants to. Yeah. No. I'm doing something very wrong here. I'm doing something very wrong. Actually go back to this, let me go back to this, and now it should be pizzicato. Alright. I was having us we could actually have a pizzicato on here, which actually I think would fit more on this sort of when it comes to castle, kind of a dungeon thing. I think it could work, but we shall see. I think this would sound better. Let me know, PBSA, your thoughts. Let me actually have the down
OG.
on stuff on
I'm
this.
heading into the stream before I change my mind.
You change your mind?
Original OG.
Hey!
Have fun the rest of your stream.
I want to say, check out your stream very soon. This is going to be ending very soon, I hope. Well, I pleasure having you here. We have been doing many songs, and my friend Original OGs, of course, one of the people that have been here watching. I appreciate it. Now, one of the things I want to go back to, which is, of course, doing this sort of stuff on here. I do think that could work on this sort of Kano environment, having a pizzicato on here. I think, like this.
Original OG. The pleasure is mine as always.
And then we have problems over here. Oh, hello. Thank you very much, Original OG. Bleh. Yes, indeed. My life is going forward. And it's like... it's not very down for some reason. Very weird, very weird. Thanks, Original OG. Appreciate it, my friend. Appreciate it. Now, he sent me this sort of like a emoji of frog waving and lemon OG. Appreciate it, appreciate it. I think I have to admit to you, I'm very tired. Original OG noticed it. I do have to say, I'm very tired. I might be doing a cliffhanger ending, and I might be actually going right now.
Got to have a copy of this when you are done.
Hey, I'm going to be putting this on YouTube, Original OG. Hopefully we're going to be listening to that when that happens. We shall see. But hey, thanks PBSA and others and Original OG. I'm going to be ending this today, because it's 8 PM here. I'm very tired, I have to admit, and I can be I look like it tense, you know. I think Original OG is very right. But hey, PBSA, I'm going to be continuing with this later on. I appreciate you coming. I appreciate everyone else. And if you want to see, there's, I think, a link down in the description of all the remakes. You can just press it and listen it. I very much appreciate it if you want to do that. Of course, you're going to enjoy it if you are a Mardek fan. I very much tell you. But hey, wherever you are, whoever you are, I wish you going to be seeing us tomorrow, because we stream every day. That's what we do. Streaming every day. That's what we do. Let's see next episode and all the best and that sort of stuff. Indeed, eluukkanen is going to work. Eluukkanen works now. I'm not sure about the translation for the instrument. Yeah, we're going to be working on that later on. Unfortunately, I'm over and out today, and yeah, going to be doing this later on. Hey, thanks for being here, people. Say, I appreciate being a whole stream, and whoever you are, I wish you good day. See you later. Yeah, 2 hours of stream is actually pretty good, and we actually made many songs here, which is very good. Thanks for being here, fellas. Thanks very much.